can put your own voice into what happens to you while you're alive and after you pass away by creating your own rule book. Now, if you're like me, you don't like following rules, and I'm willing to follow lots of rules, but there's some rules, that seem really arbitrary or seem kind of dumb, and I really just hate following stuff like that. And there's one thing that the government is really good at, and that is making rules. And there's not a value judgment about the rules the government makes, but that seems to be a lot of what they tend to do is make lots of rules for things. And of course, the government has rules for us when we're alive, and they have rules for us after we die. And while we're alive, the government has rules to make sure that there's someone that can act on our behalf in legal, financial, and health matters at all times when we're alive. So you can either follow the government plan, which is, a whole set of rules and procedures on who has authority and what authority they can have, or you can adopt your own and create your own rules about who should have authority and in what circumstances that should happen. Same thing is true after we pass away. The government has a whole set of procedures and rules for what takes place after we die, what happens to the kids, what happens to our property, who's in control of that, who stands to benefit, and how and at what point. So for some people, now maybe those rules make a lot of sense. But again, there are a number of those things where you might look at it and say, well, that seems really dumb. That doesn't make sense for me. And so the good news is you can actually create your own rules. You can put your own rules in place. You can create your own rule book. That's how we bring our own voice into what happens to us. But to do that, it actually requires taking affirmative steps to do some planning. Because for everybody, like it or not, the default position is the government position. And that's not a, good or bad or anything else. That's just the way it is. So if you want to have some more control, have some say, being able to determine, sorry, the train is about to go by. I timed this really well today. So if you want to have that voice, if you want to create those rules, then you have to actually take steps to do it. And you do that through essentially creating an estate plan. Now, if you want to learn more about the government's rules and ways in which you can create your own rule book and what kinds of rules those might be, I really hope you'll sign up for one of our workshops, How to Protect Your Stuff in 3 Easy Steps. Now, there's a registration link somewhere around this video, and that'll take you to a page where you can sign up for one or more upcoming workshops. So we go into this, we go to a lot more information. It's about a 2-hour workshop, and you'll come away maybe with a slight headache, but you'll know a lot more than when you started. The other is join our Facebook group if you have children or if you have aging parents. The Parents Protecting Assets in New York and Connecticut is a great way to get information, share information, ask questions, get answers to questions on anything related to dealing with kids, dealing with parents, and things like that. So I hope you reach out if you have thoughts about what you'd like to have in your rule book and you want to share some of those. Go ahead and leave a comment below, shoot me a private message, have questions about anything related to the government's rules, your own rule book. Again, please feel free to reach out. We'll be happy to help you out as best we can. And if you have a question you want answered, you want me to shoot a video on a specific topic related to estate planning or anything related to kids and parents, feel free to let us know about that as well. And we'd be happy to do our best to accommodate you. Hope everybody had a great day, and I'll talk to you again hopefully tomorrow. Have a great day, everybody. Take care. Bye.